Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead, and today we're hopefully making free-dried tomatoes. Tomato juice, tomato paste, pretty much whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a shot this way. I try to find the ways that I can do it the easiest I can, so that way I'll do it. But let me show you what I got going on. If you got any comments, if you've done this before, let me know. You know, things I can adjust and change, and then we'll also another video down the line, we'll taste this. Check it out and see how they all reconstitute into like a paste or a juice, things like that. Because one of the things I'm interested in doing, my father likes tomato juice. Well, how cool would it be? You know, his wife, she likes her coffee, but she likes was it instant coffee? So I was like, how cool would it be if he had instant tomato juice? Because he's got I guess a sister. You know, they're older, but one of his sisters, she'll can some tomatoes for him, or not tomatoes, but tomato juice for him up each year, and you know he'll drink what he's got and then be out. But this way, maybe he can actually have it on the shelf. It won't take up nearly as much room. And you can just put a couple scoops of the tomato powder, basically. Mix it up. Add some salt and pepper to flavor. And go with it. And I like tomato juice too. And when I thought of that idea, I was like, hey, we'll see how that thing works. But let me show you my process. Tell me what you think. And give it a shot yourself if you are trying it for the first time. But if you're experienced, like I said, give me some tips. I'll take them. All right, check this out. All right, down here, we had a whole bucket of tomatoes, and they're actually really good, nice tomatoes from the garden. That's my chicken bucket. That's where I'm putting all my scraps. You know, we'll rinse them off, bring them over here, cut the top and bottom off. I don't like those parts. I'm doing skin on, all that kind of stuff. That's there because they're so juicy. Blender. Skin on. I did it first time I put them in there like that. That didn't work out. I had to kind of smash them down and stuff. You can see there, one of the first ones I got going. So I'm just quartering them up, throw them in here. Might have to smash them up, mix them up a little bit, and then they'll blend up nicely. Blend them up in here. Then when they're done, and I added a little bit of salt, not much to it, because it's kind of like when I do my raw eggs. That's how I'm seeing it. And that's what our, you know, this is, like I said, skin and everything. I like it chunky, personally. But that to me, that a lot of the vitamins and stuff, from what I know, are in the skin. I mean, they're blended up. You can barely see some of that, and if you really want to. One thing I thought about possibly you could do is simmer this on the stove and reduce it down. It's going to reduce your freeze dry time, but you're going to be cooking the tomato at that point. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, I know anything canned and stuff like that is going to be cooked, so this is going to be like fresh squeezed freeze dried tomatoes, I guess is what we'd call it. But anyways, so that's what we got going on here. That bucket's probably going to be 2 runs. I got that medium freeze dryer. It does the 5 trays. And if it's not perfectly level and you put liquid in there, you got to be careful with that. You know, it's just like when I do my eggs. I'm going to put it in something like that, and these containers will take it out, and we'll pour it into the trays that are sitting in there already. So we'll show that here in a minute. And then, like I said, we'll see how the whole process goes. So far, it's been real easy and quick. Like I said, I just pull them out of there, wash them, cut them up, blend them real quick, do this. It hadn't taken long at all. So we'll be back when we load them up, and then hopefully I'll be able to have, in a couple days, I'll do some editing, and we'll have a second part. We'll pull them out and see how they go. But wish you luck. We'll be right back. Alright, we're out here with the freeze dryer. You just hit start, it comes on. I'm not doing any kind of special stuff. One thing I did think about that I could have done with this, I don't know if it's really necessary, is because I don't pre-freeze, especially the liquids. Because if you pre-freeze your liquids, you gotta have a nice flat spot in your freezer and all that stuff. We don't have that set up yet. I got a stand-up deep freeze that I need to get out and bring back here in this little room, so that way I can start doing that kind of stuff eventually once I, you know, get more involved with my freeze drying. Anyway, so I just put all the trays in there, pull it out a little bit, and then pour it out of our container there, whatever container it's in. Pour the liquid in there. You know, watch in the back, make sure it's full. These are pretty level. They're not the best. You can see back there at the front, it's almost at the very top, and then at the back, I've leveled this shelf and cart a couple times. I even added a little cardboard in there trying to Because it's, I mean, it's not off by much, but not even being off by not much makes a difference. I mean, I know it's not the best level in the world, but you can see it's a couple degrees, if that. But anyways, so just be careful when you're loading it up, because your machine might be laying back a little bit, so the back might fill up quicker than the front, and you don't want it to spill over, because then it's a whole mess. So anyways, we close the drain valve. It's straight out. It's not in line with the line anymore. Come over here and we'll hit continue. And all that does is continue the freezing process. And you know, there's temperature things in there. They're going to see what the temperature is of the tray areas, I guess. Or it's preset for a certain amount of time, something of that nature. To make sure this is frozen solid, hopefully. The vacuum pump will kick on and the little heaters will kick on. And that's when it does its magic. But that's it. Now this is a lot of liquid, so we are going to get a lot of ice buildup on this. It is not impossible for it to get so much ice that it's actually touching the heater and kind of being counterintuitive. If something like that does happen in the process, what we would do is remove the trays. The stuff would be like semi freeze dried. Remove it all. I got the lids that go on top. We'll put those in the freezer. It wouldn't be liquid at that time. It'd be frozen or semi powder. Put that stuff in the freezer, do a complete a thaw. Once everything's thawed out and done, all the ice is gone, we can restart the process and just rerun it basically. That's what it is. But I mean, this, I'm guessing that's going to be a quart of powder each tray about. So I mean, and reconstituted, that's going to be quite a bit of tomato juice or tomato paste. I mean, there's all kinds of things in the world we can make out of that. We got pasta sauce, we got chilies, we got just tomato juice to drink, spaghetti sauce. I mean, just you know what, put your favorite tomato based thing, ketchup, put it in the comment below so I can see get all the ideas I need that we can use raw freeze dried tomato powder for. All right, but that's it for now. Like I said, this is gonna kick on and I'm gonna end up making another video because I talk so much I don't want to make them too long. The finished results. And then we'll have one where we do some tastings and use it a couple different ways. Like, share, and subscribe. Stick around for some more. Have a good one.
There you go. Which side? This side?
Yep. All right, record it.
It's recording, right?
All right. So, we're back here with our tomatoes. We have our tomato trays. Can you see this? Right here, tomato trays are going on. And then, so I got this little scraper. Scraping them out, and I'm putting them in here, which is like a food processor. Well, it is a food processor. So what we're gonna do now, put the lid on there, hit the turbo button, and you can kind of see it. And this just helps really powder it up. Then once it's nice and powdered, we just put it into our jar. And yeah, it's got seeds and all, which I don't mind the seeds. There's a lot of nutrient stuff in seeds, so it's good. We'll put it in there. We'll put one of these on top. It's a dry pack, and we're gonna vacuum seal it. But that's all there is to it. To processing this part, this is another thing. I'll leave a link to some of these things that I got here. I really like the scooper because it is close to almost the exact same size as here, and it holds a lot of volume. So when you get a lot of powdery stuff, a lot of times this comes in handy. So I can scoop it out here and put it in there. But all right, that's it for now. Might be back with more. If not, like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one.
Which button do I hit?
The
square.
Stop recording button.
The square.
Yeah. All right, so this is the craziest part. Look at that. That's all we got. These 3 little jars, and that's half a bucket of tomatoes processed down into powder. So we got it marked down, and that stuff is super flavorful. Like, taste a little bit of that powder, and you know, one little bit of powder is like probably a cherry tomato itself. Just, you know, a little bit on your finger. But there we go. Hope you like it, and can't wait to start using this stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna try some out of here for do like a teaspoon and mix it up and see how it does for making like tomato juice. You know, spice it up and go with it. But all right, have a good one.